What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are at Sioux Falls Regional Airport for the 38th airport update for the month of April 2023. Lots of exciting news once again to get into in this update, but first, let's check out a couple Allegiant aircraft that we have here at the gates. At Gate 1, we have this Allegiant Airbus A319 coming in on a flight from Nashville, Flight 359. This arrived in at 3:42 p.m., ahead of a scheduled 3:49 p.m. arrival. Don't think I've had this set up before, and if I have, it's been quite a while since I've had it where two Allegiant planes are on the ground simultaneously on this diorama. But right here at Gate 3, we have this Allegiant Airbus A320 with sharklets. This aircraft arrived in from St. Petersburg, Flight 2600, so the Tampa flight that they have down there. This arrived in at 12:08 p.m., had of a scheduled 12:25 p.m. arrival, and the registration on this is 199er November Victor, which is interesting, because those are one of the newer Allegiant A320s that are coming in, and a couple of those do have special liveries, and none of them have visited Sioux Falls yet, but I'm sure they will be put into the rotation in the future. At Gate 5, we have America West. Nope, this is just a substitution that I have for the America West Heritage Airbus A319 that visited Sioux Falls, operated by American Airlines. So these Heritage liveries have come in periodically. The PSA one has come in a couple of times, and the Allegiant has also come in once, I believe. Unfortunately, both of those have been repainted into normal American Airlines colors. So some of these planes are getting pretty old, and it kind of makes sense that they are getting repainted because they were with US Airways for quite a while up until the merger with American in 2013. So I'm sure some people saw this coming at some point, but just when exactly, I was not totally sure on that. So I'm guessing that something like this America West and also the Piedmont Heritage will probably be repainted as well in the coming months. And I've been told that the America West Heritage could be repainted here within the next few weeks. So unfortunately, I've not gotten to see any of them yet, and it's looking more and more likely that I won't, since obviously we've now lost two of them, and it's possible that the America West and Piedmont ones will also be repainted here very soon. But yeah, so finally I get to use this America West A319, so just kind of a substitute for the Heritage livery, which really the only difference is you just have the American titles in place of the America West titles. So this aircraft arrived in from Dallas on Flight 496. They have changed up the flight numbers a little bit, so I saw this coming as it was in the schedule all the way up until like April or so. This arrived in at 11:10 p.m. on Thursday, had a scheduled 11:31 p.m. arrival on Thursday. So the rest of the flights in this airport update are from Wednesday, April 5th. I chose to include this because I thought this was pretty significant, and because of the news of the other A319 Heritage liveries that have been repainted. Now, I don't know where those Heritage liveries are going to go. I've heard that it could be placed on another A319, so on like some newer ones that they have, which I'm not sure if any of them are really that new to begin with. A321neos, I've heard possible consideration, and then something like a 737, because I know they do have the TWA, Reno, and AirCal liveries on those 737s, but I think it makes more sense for them to be on Airbuses, because the Airbuses are from US Airways, and you know, the airlines like America West, Allegiant, which really, was a rebranding into US Air, which became US Airways, Piedmont, and then PSA as well. Those were with US Airways. So it kind of makes sense that they should stay on the Airbuses. So which type they're going to go on to, I'm not sure. But I'm sure we'll figure out more about that probably after the summer months into the fall, and possibly even into winter here. So like the October, November, December window of 2023, I'm thinking we'll finally see those Heritage liveries resurface on other aircraft. So hopefully that's the case. And the other thing, too, I want to mention with the American mainline service from Dallas, unfortunately, it looks like one of those flights will now go to an Envoy 175 on Saturdays. So I just looked at the flight board for Saturday, April 8th, and it looks like that's going to be the case at least for at least April. But looks like by the summer, it will go back to a double daily mainline across the entire week. But for right now, it looks like we do have just the one mainline on Saturday, which is the overnight flight. So the afternoon flight, which arrives at about 12:30 to 1 o'clock, that will now be on an Envoy 175. So a bit unfortunate that that's happening, so must be something going on with the demand. So hopefully that means, you know, we don't lose the main line earlier than planned, which is November, but we'll have to see what happens, because I'm sure the demand market's going to change and all that, so we'll see what happens, but I'll be sure to keep following that. Over here at gate number 6, we have this United Express CRJ 550 coming in from Chicago O'Hare on flight 4452. So with it being a 550, this is a GoJet aircraft. This arrived in at 2:36 p.m., a bit behind a 2:34 p.m. scheduled arrival, so just a 2-minute delay for this aircraft. Parked up at Gate 4, we have our very consistent Delta mainline on the Airbus A319 from Atlanta. Flight 2035, arriving at 10:47 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 11:05 p.m. arrival. Minneapolis, of course, still on the A319, so no other comments here. And that is everything we have here at the terminal, and I do want to mention some exciting news regarding the current Costello terminal facility. So within the last couple of weeks or so, I did find a YouTube live stream where they were talking about the master plan for the Sioux Falls Regional Airport. I will link the live stream in the description below, and we'll provide a list of timestamps where there's various imagery featured of the design elements that they want to go for, what they're going to add, and all that. But basically, in short, if you look over here, right where the Allegiant planes are at, they're going to add an entire new section there for gates. And that is something that I already saw on that Sioux Falls business article that I shared on a previous Sioux Falls Airport update a few months ago. So they're going to add that as part of their master plan, and hopefully they're able to get that done soon. But the one thing that is being worked on right now is the parking garage. So it looks like construction on this began on Monday, April 3rd. I did see a post from the Sioux Falls Airport that they said it would start on April 12th, but it looks like the local news has been reporting that construction has already started, groundbreaking has already begun, and they're already moving dirt and all that. So some of the economy lots and all that are already closed as they build the new parking garage. I'll link some imagery to the concept art for the parking garage in the description as well if you want to go see that, but the design that they are going with for the parking garage is really cool, so I'm looking forward to when that opens within the next year or two. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff for Sioux Falls, and this airport does have a bright future ahead. Hopefully that means we get some new services as well, whether it be from existing carriers or even some new ones like Breeze, Avelo, or even Southwest. I would love to see something like that, so hopefully we do get some new airlines in the future, but I'm not anticipating that it will be in the immediate future, but maybe something more long-term, like 5 to 10 years or more down the road. So that's everything here at the terminal. We'll go check out some aircraft moving around. We don't have any cargo aircraft in this update, but what we do have right here is this United 737-800 that's going to be heading out to Denver on Flight 2469. This departed at 7:23 a.m., delayed from a 6:22 a.m. scheduled departure time. So a delay of just over an hour on this particular flight. It looks like the Chicago mainline has now gone back to just regional stuff as they're using the Republic 170s. At least they were, but it looks like those are going to American Eagle now. Oops, sorry about that. But those are going to American Eagle now, so we will start to see those as well with the Envoy 170s for Americans. So just some important stuff there regarding that. So yeah, I got lots of aircraft moving from one airline to the other. Obviously, Air Wisconsin from United to American, which has already happened. And looks like Republic is doing it from United to American. And some other stuff happening as well, which I can't really keep up with. I think the Delta Republic 170s are also being moved over as well. I think they're either going to United or American, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look into that again. But the Delta Republic 170s are also moving around as well, possibly because they have some other aircraft coming in, but whatever the case may be, there's a lot of movement with the regional carriers. Next aircraft taxi now, we have this American Eagle Embraer 175. This aircraft is going to be heading out to Chicago O'Hare on Flight 3440. This is an Envoy-operated flight. This departed at 1:27 p.m., delayed from an 11:56 a.m. scheduled departure time, so not sure what happened with this particular flight. That is about an hour and a half, I think 91 minutes. Yeah, hopefully my math is correct on that. 91 minutes of a delay for this aircraft. Bit of a unique flight here with this United Express Embraer 175. This aircraft arrived in as Flight 2920 from Flint, Michigan. So I think this is some sort of repositioning flight because there was supposed to be a Chicago-bound SkyWest 175 for United Express that was supposed to go to Chicago, but then that flight got canceled. And that aircraft was supposed to be on that flight, but instead here it comes in from Flint, Michigan on possibly a repo flight. So a bit of an interesting circumstance there, but they usually come in periodically, maybe like every couple of months or so. I don't see them too often, but just something I figured I'd throw in just for the sake of variety. And that will do it for the 38th Sioux Falls Airport update. Lots of exciting news, especially with the current facilities, with the expansion and also the parking garage construction that has gone underway now. The master plan stuff looks really cool, and I can't wait to see them start construction on that, which won't be for a while at least. I've heard it might be a few years before they can begin construction on that. They're still working on gathering funding and all that, so that will likely take some time for them to complete. But once they get that going, I'm sure they will announce more details regarding construction. So lots of exciting stuff for this airport, and this airport definitely has a bright future ahead of it, and I can't wait to see what else this airport has in store for us as we move into the future. But I've been really happy to keep this series going and being able to track all these developments and all that, especially all this new stuff that has surfaced within the last few months. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.